Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome to this update video of my From the Depths series. Today I would like to ask you a question and get some honest feedback on an idea I've had concerning the series. As you see in front of you, there are a whole new lot of items currently in From the Depths, or at least currently in the recent dev patch. These are essentially new ways to manage your resources. A lot of resource management items, a new way to make fuel in the form of the giant refinery you see in front of you, which is completely modular, and so you can make your own as you see fit, and a whole new way that resources are actually distributed and stored in the game. The dev patch itself is actually called Localized Resources. Essentially, this is a major change to the game. It means that resources are held locally, as you can imagine by the name, and distributing resources no longer occurs instantly throughout the entire campaign map. You need ships to transfer resources to other ships. In addition to that, actually producing fuel and transferring that is no longer as easy process as it used to be, with the fuel refinery completely, currently at least, replacing the fuel processor, which was a much smaller block you could put onto any vehicle. So with that, I have a bit of a problem and an idea to solve it. And the problem is that most of my ships and stuff in the campaign will need to be retrofitted, in that I need new storage ships, I need a lot of my standalone buildings to now be refitted completely, and it's going to take quite a lot of time, a lot of building, and a lot of effort on my part, and even then, it might not end up overly well, considering the amount of resources we still have in the old-fashioned form of storage, which doesn't play too nice, at least once again in the current dev build. Everything I do say, of course, does reference the development build, which can be changed at any given time. But with that problem comes one very simple solution, which I'm not too sure of. I am completely split on whether or not this is a good idea. So I beseech you, people who watch the series, please give me your opinions below. There will also be a straw poll link in the description if you don't want to comment on your opinions. And the simple solution is to simply restart the campaign, using the knowledge I now have to make much better ships early on, to not care that much about being overpowered, to just go straight through the Deepwater Guard, go straight into the Onyx Watch, and try to get back to where we were a lot faster than before, whilst still producing a much higher quality of ship. As let's face it, even at the start of Season 3, I was building some pretty ugly stuff, but by the end I was finally getting the grasp of how to make things look good and also be functional. So bringing that into a new series would be a lovely way to make it seem more alive and actually implement my newfound basic skills, which most people have straight away, into Season 4. However, of course, this does mean we will have to give up our efforts on the Twin Guard, as at the moment a lot of my ships just aren't functioning correctly with the current dev build. A lot of them are, but some of them aren't. Once again, a lot of effort would be needed. So if we were to carry on with that, it would be understandable that the series would be a bit slower in terms of the campaign while I'm sorting all this stuff out. It would take a lot more effort, and the videos would be a bit more dry for a while until I can actually get back into the combat. But that would mean I'll be straight back into the Twin Guard as soon as it's finished, and there is my problem. Both of them have pros and cons, both of them ultimately lead to a good outcome at the end, but have their own little problem, as just mentioned. So comments below in the description, tell me, what would you prefer? Me starting a brand new series, implementing the new dev build and making it all lovely with my newfound skills, or simply continuing off where we left off and simply grinding through it until everything is okay again? Thank you for paying attention, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time.